absolutely mind-blowingly, orgasmatronically stunning is that? Isn't that just the most fantastic of things you could ever just notice whilst you're out on a walk? Isn't it just gorgeous? Isn't it gorgeous? What on earth? Who on earth? How on earth? Crikey! I've got two men who live in the 2 floors above my floor, and they both are tiptoeing around their homes. All 3 of us have flat level to live on, and they are both living on occupying levels above me, 1 level above me, and then the level above that. It's like 8 p.m. on a Saturday night, and they're both tiptoeing throughout their level, holding onto the walls, against the walls, leaning their weight against the walls, so to not make a sound through their feet into the floor. It's just got 8 p.m. on a Saturday night. That's what they are doing. They're both grown adults currently residing in the 2 levels above my level. That's what they are currently doing in this period of COVID. I'm happy to endure that at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night when one would think one was at the most jolliest and most jovial and most happiest. I am enduring 2 grown men suspending their weight against the walls to prevent the weight going through their feet, supporting themselves as they walk throughout their residence, throughout their level, throughout their occupancy. That's what I'm currently enduring. They're both doing it at the same time while I'm living my life in my level. I literally just have to come out in my slippers. See that in my house shoes there. Just had to grab my house shoes there. I've just had to grab my umbrella in case I get pissed on, because it's like absolutely terrible rain. I don't even know what I look like. I've literally just grabbed my camera because I have it on the stand by my front door, and as I thought I needed just to escape, I had to escape from that. I just felt the need to escape that, and I thought as I was doing so, I'd grab my camera so I could literally just say my true honest feelings into the camera as to how this is all affecting us all. The intensity of which this COVID period of, not so much, it's not the actual disease, the contagious virus itself, it's what the closure of the whole country is, the pressure, the closure of the whole country is putting on us all as individuals. I have to endure, as I speak, 8 p.m. Saturday night, 2 guys above me in their levels of occupancy. God knows what they're thinking to make them do what they're doing. They are currently tiptoeing in their homes now, not making a single noise. There's no television noise, no hi-fi noise. There's no voices between people. And you can literally hear a pin drop between the 3 occupancies. And I know that they are in the home. I know that they are in the levels in which they live. It's just too much. I just felt the pressure of that just too much and too enduring. I have not been able to endure it any longer, to the point where I've literally just come out in whatever I was wearing, grabbed my camera and my umbrella, because they're both camera and umbrella right by the door, and just had to escape that pressure of two grown adults living in complete silence. It's been a long time since I've heard either of them I've heard noise from either level. It's been a very long time since I've heard noise from either level. A very long time. And it came Saturday, I've been in the garden all day. I'm just about to prepare my evening meal at a point where I cannot endure the pressure in my home. I've literally, as I say, just had to grab whatever. I thought I'd grab my camera to make a vlog of this time in my life during this period of COVID. The pressure in my home is too much for me to even live. Now, whether that's because of the actual the fear in people's minds, or if it's simply because we've got nowhere to go to escape, to let off steam as individuals, I don't know. But I'm now currently, it must be about 8:15 on Saturday night. I don't know what to do with myself, don't know where to go. I don't know, haven't a clue. I don't even know my own. I'm wearing my indoor shoes. What the fuck? Where am I going? Just noticed a big mass of these red berries here. These look like these are going to be great to pick in about 6 days' time. I'll be out. These should have ripened in about 6 days' time, and the whole mass of them as well. They all look like they're at the same stage of readiness, if you will. A whole big massive red. All look like they're at the same stage of production, so to speak. So, of ripeness, that's the word, isn't it? I'm gonna keep my eye on these. Yeah, just look, a lone ripe one. Look, a lone ripe one for the picking. Dun 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 dun. Straight into my mouth. Oh, heaven. Right. See that? There. Remote control car there. Distracting me. I thought, what dog is making that noise? While I'm here and out, off cuff, I'm doing like mad spontaneous things, right? Whilst I'm doing so, right, I'll show you what I meant. And I was addressing Angela, my counsellor for where I live, and I was saying about how it would be great if they could turn the lights on in that novelty paving area. They're all still there, and I just brings back all these memories of how great they looked when they were lit. And you'll know Angela what I'm talking about when you just pull up the records for the sequence in New Brighton waterfront. It's the underfloor lighting at the front of the town hall, actually on the waterfront. Once you come down the steps, there's like a 15-20 metre square area at the foot of the front steps of the Walsey Town Hall. Well, voila, here I am at the foot of the steps at the front of the Walsey Town Hall. See? Steps, front steps, Walsey Town Hall. Foot of said paving area. Displaying those novelty lights I was saying about. Remember, in that vlog? I'll put the link in the description below. There they are, sitting in that grid area. Remember I said like a 20 metre square gridded area I was saying in that vlog I made. So I was addressing and wishing that they would at least turn these on for the New Year's Eve, evening of New Year's Eve, so they would be on for festivity gatherers celebrating the coming of the new year. Here, look, have a look at one of them. The novels, you see, the novelness of them. Right, in that core there, there's that unscrew, see the 3 screws, and that core comes out, pulls out, very Resident Evil-ish. That pulls out to reveal a bulb underneath that. That glass, that kind of like shoots a really thick piece of glass out, and that'll come out, and underneath that there'll be another level which slides up as well, to reveal the bulb. It's in a nice grid. Each has an individual, like, styled, like, placement area for the bulb to go in. I was saying, wasn't I, it doesn't, like, give me the impression that it was like kind of like kids, kind of like design areas, if it may have been for a competition at schools. No, I was getting a bit ahead of myself. Nah, it's not. It's more industrial than that, isn't it? Like, it's more industrial, it's more... No, but it is actually, isn't it? Look, the individual styles, which so wasn't that far off, was I? See, that's got like starfishes and, you know, beach stuff, shells and seahorses. Hello, that one's got that. Beach, yeah, let's have a look at this one. I said there was about 12 of them, there is, isn't there? I was right there, wasn't I? That's different again, now the other one look like tadpoles, doesn't it? This one just looks like pebbles, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And this one looks like crustaceans. See, they're all different. It's nice, isn't it? It's not so... See, look, this one's got scribing and writing. See this one? See, this one's got writing in. See the... this one's been damaged. They've taken this one out. See, isn't it terrible? It can't be that expensive to repair that, can it? That's the only damaged one so far. I've just realised as I was walking away from that gridded area that the light which looked like it, the one which looked like it had been damaged, it was filled in with concrete. I've just realised what I've just seen with my own eyes. That means that the council don't ever mean to use them ever again. The fact that they filled it in with concrete, the gap which the light would go in, which illuminates that actual area where one would replace the bulb in. I just turned round then to go back to actually get another look at it with the camera, but it's too far back. I want to get home, I'm freezing cold. It was filled in with concrete. What an absolute crying shame. That means that the council mean to never ever use them again. It does, doesn't it? I've just done the maths as I've been walking away. It's only been like 40 seconds since I've been there at the gridded area. It's just literally just walking away now. I'm like 40 seconds away on foot now from there. They must have not put them in. They've put them in, obviously, that for them to work, but it must be an underground system that they must since have done repair work to the area, and they must not be able to gain access to them. They must have done their juggle up and thought, well, we're gonna have to just like seal them off or something. And they must have had to do repair work, and they've had to weigh up the situation, and they've probably just put them down to a loss, a financial loss. The fact to the point that they will probably, they've assumed that not to ever use them again. That they've filled it with concrete. That will be the case, won't it? That they are assuming to never to use them again. It's mid-season, it's midsummer now, it's well midsummer. And I'm down here all the time on the promenade, but it's the first time I've seen it open, night or day. So it does show, doesn't it, that here on the Wirral, it must have passed its peak. Freezing cold, the people are in the water. It's fucking freezing cold. Fucking freezing cold. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Third week in July, right? Fucking freezing cold, right? This is 16 hours. This is 16 hours later after that, editing this upload about how I had to leave my home in my indoor shoes. Yeah, this is 16 hours later. I've slept the night, and now it's 12:15 the following afternoon, right? Because it was yesterday, it was at 8 p.m. yesterday that I was in the doorway of a shop in the high street in my indoor shoes, speaking completely off the cuff, spontaneously, about how I had to leave my home due to the condition where I live, due to the unbearable conditions. It's 16 hours later now. The two guys above me, I know the guy who lives directly above me, he's an alcoholic. He's pissed come midday. Every day he can be drinking shorts at 8 a.m. That's not an unusual thing. Neither is unusual is that he's pissed by midday. Alright? So there's those two things. He doesn't necessarily drink shorts at 8 a.m. every day, but he will be pissed. He will be unconditionally pissed come midday. Every day. Right? Whether he's been on shorts since 8 a.m. or not, right? He will at least be pissed come midday, every day. Okay? Now, they're the conditions. That is why you saw in the edit earlier that I was completely losing my mind in a shop doorway in High Street in my indoor shoes at 8 p.m. on a Saturday night. Right? Now I'm going to continue now where, not so much where I left off yesterday, but my afterthoughts on the excerpt you've just seen. Okay, at the beginning of this upload, in this episode 3 in my series 2 Chronicle of Corona Chronicles, my series 2 of my Corona Chronicles series. Now, my dad is in the same kind of situation as the gent that lives above me, right? My dad is a drinker also, and he's drunk every day, right? I have that first-hand experience, so I know when I see one and know one, get me, right? With the utmost respect. They're both exactly the same. They're both drinkers and they both get drunk every day, right? And the drink has complete control over them, yeah? My dad is exactly the same as the guy who lives above me, yeah? So I can relate to them both. And as I say, I know one when I see one, yeah? The difference is, my dad, he has money behind him. He's living on a pension. He's exactly the same as him, and he's the same age. He's everything. He's exactly the same as him, age-wise. His drug of choice, everything is the same, right? Age and drug of choice, right? But the difference is, right? My dad has money behind him. He has finances available to him, right? He has his own house. He lives comfortably. He took early retirement, so I say he took early retirement. And he lives comfortably, and he can handle his own, right? He can support his habit, and he can handle his own, and he owns his own habit, right? He owns himself, he owns his own life, he owns his own choices, he owns his own habit. This gent above me here doesn't own his own habit, right? When he's got morning after, basically the morning after, I am the gent above him. He's on the phone now talking to his son to say, son, get round as soon as you can. Right? I know his son, right? We've all got to wipe his shit up, wipe his ass up after him.
We all have to. Right? Even, as I say, he's just been on the phone now. He's young, his sweetheart, darling son. He's a lovely lad. I've got to know him over the years. Just on the phone now. Dad has to bring him. You're saying, son, get round as soon as you can. As soon as you can. You know what I mean? We've all got to wipe his ass up after him. Because he can't do it himself. My dad can. My dad owns his own habit. He's got money behind him. My dad wants to. My dad causes any trouble where he lives. He just simply sells his house and he moves elsewhere. Get me? But we're all stuck with this fella's habit. Right? Even his own dear family. Right? The morning after, we've all got to run around and wipe his ass up after him. Right? His son brings him evening meals, sits with him while he's eating his evening meal. A complete, as we all say, enabler. I have become, by default, an enabler because I live underneath him. Right? His family, by default, have become enablers because they're his family. The gent above him, like I'm the gent below him, living wise, the gent above him has also become an enabler by default because he lives above him. And he's just swanning away in his bath with this towel like that, on his back bed, on his phone to son, get round as soon as you can. As soon as you can. Not care in the world. Yet we've all got to wipe his ass out for him, after him. By default. My dad can do that for himself. But he doesn't put anyone out. My dad owns his own show. My dad does. Because he can. This gent, with the greatest respect, this gent can't. He's not in a, it's money, isn't it? It's money talk. It's money, isn't it? Ultimately, it's money, isn't it? Gent ain't got no money. So he's fucked. We've also, as a result, right, he's not fucked. He's laughing. We're all fucked as a result. We're all fucked. We're the ones who are fucked. Yeah. I've got to leave my home in my indoor shoes when it just gets too much for me. My home where I pay bills, yeah, where I actually live as well. I've got to up stakes and just literally walk down the end of the road in my indoor shoes, in my slippers, whatever I have on me. I've just got to do that. That's just an example of what I have to do. Just whatever. His son has to bring him around evening meals, sits with him, goes, well, and he's just like, when his son fucks off, he's back in the drinks cabinet, throwing it down his neck. He's nearly 80 years old. Obviously, he should know better. But he doesn't have to, does he? Doesn't have to, does he? That's the point, he doesn't have to. Because the governments are there paying him his housing benefits, council tax. And we've all got to shut up and behave like good little children because what? Because alcohol's a legal drug, isn't it? So we're all fucked by default. We're all fucked. We're the ones who are all fucked. Discuss. I would say the place now I'm going where I will show you. This is the place where I would go, and I will wholeheartedly say, without this place, I don't know what I would have done in the previous 2 to 3 months. I really don't know what I would have done to exist, basically. Simply a place where I can go, quite central, where there are quite a few people, quite a neutral type of place, where I would find the most relief. Yeah, on the show you now. It's this place here, the Asda. Without this place, I don't know what I would have done. And as I say, still would do.
when the pressure at home gets just too much. Through no fault or rhyme or reason of your own, of my own. As I say in the beginning, in the edit, in the initial edit of this video where I discuss. Alright. Here's to episode 4. Alright, cheers for watching.